giving me joy. I'll be gentle. Please be very gentle, loving you. This is my song, y'all. Become my extension, right? Don't look it up, need it in touch because it's simple. So, what I love most of all is your love is so gentle, baby. Prized possession, and loving you gently, yes, becomes my obsession. I'll hold you up just like I love. I'll keep it simple. So just come and celebrate our love. Let's not be judgmental, baby. Loving you, I don't ever want to stop loving you, boy. So don't you ever stop giving me joy. Please be very gentle when I'm loving you, holding you, when you're lying next to me, baby. You got me calling your name, babe. Actually, Sam, if you're still listening, you and I is still my fave, and you know why. So, we'll leave that right there. Baby, you got me calling. I'm wanting you. I'm needing you. I'm wanting you. I don't ever want to stop loving you, boy. So don't you ever stop giving me joy. Please be very gentle, loving you. Loving you. Hey, Dory. So, y'all know I had to come go live because everybody's talking about this Keke Palmer thing, and I have my own feelings about it. Everybody's got their opinion, but I feel like this: if you're going to be in a relationship, you should stop doing single things. You can't be in a relationship and then say, well, I just had a baby. Well, you're still in a relationship, sis. So I've heard I think I was, Komora Lee's daughter commented on it, and Jess Hilarious actually made a little clip about it. And she was saying that you thought we was going to take your side, blah, 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 blah. But y'all get mad at men for doing the exact same thing. So now we're still at double standards because you don't want him to do what you're doing to him. But social media is cruel. They're very cruel. They do crazy stuff. So if that had been a woman, if Usher had been a woman, and that had been a man all up on that woman, and he had a woman at home who just had a baby, y'all would have went hard in the paint on that man. I'm just saying. Like, women are started women verbally abuse and beat up on men for doing the exact same thing that they're always talking about they hate men doing. You're doing the exact same thing. But I don't think it's okay. Because you're in a relationship, whether she's married to him or not. There's no way you should have been up on stage, sis, with Usher like that, unless you was getting a check for it. Now, if you was getting paid and was part of the act, that's different, because you working. But you was up on Usher, like Usher was actually your man. Now things is rocky at home. That's another thing. That's a totally different situation if things is rocky at home. But in that case, even still, we've never seen Keke Palmer dressed like that with her behind out like that. We've never seen that. And it's okay if she decides to switch up what she wants to do. But if apparently you still have a man at home, because if he wasn't still your man, he wouldn't have commented. He wouldn't have had nothing to say because y'all not in a relationship no more. But apparently y'all was still in a relationship in the moment. Y'all probably ain't now. We don't know because it's been quiet. Well, it ain't really been quiet because Keke been throwing shots. She been taking digs at homeboy like it's nothing. Like, who does that? Who does that? Why are we always so open to say, oh, it's a woman? It's okay that she does that. But if that's a man, you're not okay if he does that. Why are we okay with giving women a pass for their bad behavior? I don't think it's okay. I will never think it's okay. I will never think it's okay. Whether she's single or not, your bad behavior should come with some consequences. Period. But we always say, oh, it's a woman. It's okay if she does X, Y, and Z. You know, it's all right for her to be abusive. It's all right for her to be verbally abusive. It's all right for her to go out and do all of this nonsense. And nobody should say anything because that's her body and she can do what she want to do with it. Well, the Bible says differently. The Bible says differently. Your body is supposed to be the temple. It ain't supposed to be everybody's temple. That ain't what the Bible said. I'm pretty sure it didn't say that. It didn't say that. So you're not going to tell me that it did. So, we had the conversation about this on the show on Monday, and my girl Ebony was like, "Well, you know, I feel like a woman could wear what, you know, wherever she want to wear, and that's okay. However, when you're in a relationship, you should be what? You should act like you're in a relationship, right? Because if he don't act like he's in a relationship, you're going to put him on blast. He going to get verbally abused in so many different ways. And that poor little man, he probably didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know. I will say this. Instead of going public, he should have had the conversation with her private. Maybe he tried to. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But he should not have been on social media. But in my opinion, just my opinion, I think he went public because she was in a public forum and she let that be put out there publicly. You knew you was going to the Usher concert, girl. You knew that. You knew people was going to be filming. You knew that. Why would you want your dude, if you love him or if you're in love with him and you're trying to build something with him, and maybe you're not, but if you're trying to build something with him, why would you go up on that stage and be fondling Usher like he your man? You ain't single. You in a relationship. Act like you're in a relationship. The new millennium is just different. Maybe that's what it is. Y'all just different. Because y'all overexpose your sex. You'll put your sexuality out there like it's nothing. You don't care. Everybody can see it. That's all right. But it's a woman. She can do what she wants to. We're going to support her. We're going to support her shaking her butt everywhere. See, I agree with India Irie, the statement she made. Because all of that, it ain't supposed to be for everybody. It ain't supposed to be for everybody's eyes. It's supposed to be for the human. Even if you sleeping with 15 men, you dating 15 men, it should only be shown to those 15 men. Privately, not publicly. Like, we put everything out there as though it's meant for the world. It's not. And I don't know if it's a healing thing for you. I don't know if it's just you need some attention, because I noticed that a lot of celebrities, even though they're already famous, even though they're already getting the attention, They'll do stuff so they can get more attention because they're not getting enough attention. They need somebody talking about them so that they stay relevant. I get it. But let it make sense. Let it be for the reason of, okay, maybe you got a movie coming up and you need people to start focusing on you now because you got a movie that's coming up. Maybe you're about to drop an album or something. And Kiki can sing. She can sing her butt off. I will give her that. She can sing. But you wasn't at the show for the singing for that night. And apparently your boo didn't know you was going to be wearing the dress with your behind out that night. Because, of course, Usher is here in Las Vegas. So she had to fly in from wherever so she could come and see Usher. Girls' night out. And unfortunately, what happened in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas because since your behind was out, all for everybody to see, you was fondling over Usher like Usher was your boo. You will always be my boo. It's not the song for y'all. Okay? There's no way, no way that you should be, as a woman that's in a relationship, whether you married or not, if you're trying to make that relationship work, there's no way you should be fondling a man like that. There's no way. No way. No way. You can say, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but at some point, there's some things that should be kept privately. Everybody putting all their relationship stuff out there, like Kamora putting this stuff out about Russell after 20 plus years. We're like, girl, what? Last time we checked, Russell was the best dad ever. And now you put him on blast for something that happened with y'all in private that we didn't even know about. We weren't privy to that. Why would you put it out there? Everybody's putting all their relationship. See, my pillow talk with my boo is my pillow talk with my boo. It's between me and him, whoever that is. However it turns out, if it's good or bad, unless it's going to harm another person physically, I don't need to divulge any of that information. What we talked about in private ain't none of your business, social media. Unless we decide we want to put it out there. Not one or the other. John Gray got caught up twice like that. Because the woman he was sleeping with, of course, put the business out there. Y'all put all y'all's business out there, but for what is the purpose of doing that? Is it to stay relevant? Or is it a teaching moment? Because if it's a teaching moment, then let us know. Let us know that it's a teaching moment. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it's not a teaching moment and you just angry and you're venting, let me go on social media because he ain't about to do me. He ain't about to do me. We going on. All of the, what's her name? What is that girl's name? Royce. Royce just put the text messages between her and her baby daddy, family, and why from Basketball Wives. Like, after 15 years, you putting this stuff out there, we don't care. We really don't care. We got our own relationship problems. Like, I got relationship problems that I want to talk about. Because I'm single and I'm having relationship issues because the men, okay, that's another topic. We'll talk about that another time. My point is that there's no way that we should be ragging on men and being upset with them for speaking how they feel about somebody treating them poorly when women do it, and it's current, not past stuff. When women do it, we all rah-rah for her. That's black girl magic right there, girl. You go. Well, we got black man magic too. And I ain't talking about Magic Mike. We got black man magic. And our black men are men, period. There are a lot of good men out there. Lots. But if you keep running into crappy women who treat them poorly, and the same with women running into crappy men who treat them poorly, what are we becoming? Where do we come? I look, you'll never be able to convince me that Keke Palmer was right in her actions. There's no way she should have had her butt out after just, number one, just having a baby. Number 2, she's got a man at home. And number 3, she was all up on Usher. Like Usher was her boo. There's no way that she should have been out like that. No way. But then what we say is, oh, she just had a baby, because she had too many compliments about how great her body looked. And so I guess she felt like, well, let me test the waters with Usher. Girl, no, that's not the person you need to test the waters with. You test the waters with your man. You test the waters with your boo, the man that you got sitting at home watching the baby while you all hugged up with Usher in Las Vegas. So what you thought was going to stay in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas, sweetie. It got put out there for every state. It's probably in some countries too, I'm sure. I'm sure they put it on the news and the blogs out there and in Japan somewhere. I'm just saying. Like, when do we stop ridiculing men for speaking their mind, for speaking how they feel? We tell women to speak up, but we want men to shut up. No. He has the right to say how he feels, just like you got the right to say how you feel. Women are allowed to verbally abuse men and physically abuse men, get away with it, and they're supposed to just take it. That's not how that's supposed to go. That's not how that's supposed to go at all. Because if hey Christopher, because if the roles are reversed, society will dog him out like it's nothing. But he's a human being too. So he has the right to be heard, just like you have the right to be heard, sis. Don't let your boo be, I promise you this. It's some woman somewhere waiting on him to just say the word, because she looking for a good man, just like the one that you was just out with with your behind out in Vegas, out here in Vegas, hugged up on Usher. When he walk away from you, there's somebody waiting bruh. It's a few. I know some ladies that can't wait to be in a relationship with a decent man who's concerned about their whereabouts, what they're doing and where they're going and how they're dressed. In my opinion, if he ain't concerned about how you dressed, how you wearing your hair, what you looking like when you walk out that door, he don't care about you, period. Period. Because any man that cares about a woman, whether it's his sister, his mom, his auntie, whatever, he gonna be like, you wearing that? You probably shouldn't wear that. I mean, it's just my opinion, but and they'll tell you why. They'll tell you why they don't think you should wear it. Because they're looking out for you. A true man is gonna definitely look out for you. And at the end of the day, there aren't that many. There aren't that many left. So, when you got a good one, you better hold on. You better hold on to him. I wish I could say that I've been married for 50 years. I wish I could say that. I think I heard TD Jakes, Tamala Man and oh my God, I can't even think of his name. The Mans. Let me just say that. Because I can't even think of his name right now. I had a brain freeze. The Mans have been married for a long time. I wish I could say that. Thank you for the roses. I wish I could say that. But I can't, because I didn't do that. A lot of us didn't do the right things in the beginning. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make you a bad person or anything like that. But there's not, now because of social media, the pickings are even slimmer. So now, I was just thinking about this the other day. I was like, dang. I gotta try to find somebody who I can grow the next 40 years with and have a 40-year anniversary. I probably ain't gonna make it. One of us ain't gonna make it. We ain't gonna make it to see 40. I don't know. I'm just saying. Because if he's 60, I ain't 60, but if he's 60, how far we gonna get? I'm trying to build something with somebody. I said, dang, I'm gonna have to turn into a cougar just so I can build something with somebody. That's crazy, because social media is the way it is now. They got too many options. My line gets hit up on a regular basis, y'all. Like, honestly. But it's never the quality of man that I know I deserve or desire. So, I know it's not just me. I'm just using me as an example. There's a lot of women and probably some men who are dealing with the quality not being there. Okay. Yeah, they're concerned with the quality not being there. You know, women are so busy trying to put their behinds out there. No man wants to be married to a woman who's got her butt unless she is on stage making a bunch of money, unless it's a business thing, you know, and a check comes with it. Nah, he looking at you like, so you just putting your butt out there for fun. Like, you ain't getting paid for it or nothing. Like, you just want to keep putting your behind out there for the world to see. You just gonna stop at the tree and start twerking. You just gonna stop at the grocery store, at the Walmart and start twerking. Like, a lot of women are doing it. So that's why the statement that India Irie made was very powerful and so true. So you can be offended if you want to, as a young woman or even as an older woman. If that's your behavior, you probably should check your behavior at the door, because there's no way that you should be twerking all over the place. I've always had a nice backside, always. But the only person that's gonna see my backside is the man that I'm in the relationship with. You ain't finna see me twerking all over the place. It's just not gonna happen, because that's not who I am. And some things I need to be left for the person that I'm gonna be in a relationship with. But if everybody is seeing everything that he's seen, what is he really getting from me? What is he getting? If everybody's already had it, what is he getting that's so special? I'm just saying that would be it. But then you think that you're going to marry that type of woman, and then think she's going to change into something different. Yeah, probably not. She's probably not. So the way you get her, you better hope you can keep up with her, because it's going to stay the same. She would have to be the one to change, because she's going to have her girlfriend saying, girl, don't let him tell you what to do. You can do what you want to. That's your body. You can do whatever you want to with if you want to twerk. I'm not encouraging sis to twerk if you got a man. If you got a man and you want to keep that relationship, because there ain't nothing out here in these streets. I promise you that. There ain't nothing out here in these streets that's going to make you feel good about being a woman at all. Because a lot of these dudes have so many options online. They can have cyber sex all day if they want to, because they have a pickings of over 1,000 women that they can choose from to have cyber sex with it. And a lot of their doing this for free. No charge. They ain't got to pay for it. No charge. But if they really want to be raunchy with it, I guess they could pay for it. But for the most part, they ain't got to pay for it. It's free. Because women are putting it out there like that for free. All day. For free. So, sis, while you out here thinking that it's all good to be twerking all over the place and putting yourself out there like that, and you want to verbally abuse our men and treat them like crap, and then get mad at them for doing the exact same thing that you're doing, yeah, you should probably rethink who you are as a woman. And then how long you think that man gonna stick around. Don't listen to Cardi B talking about the WAP, because her man done cheated on her several times publicly. We know that because they put it out there. He's cheated on her several times. So the WAP ain't what's keeping him there. It's something else. Promise you that. Because apparently the WAP wasn't that great, as he wouldn't need to be getting the WAP from nowhere, from other women. Period. So don't do that. Don't think that these people out here telling you it's not. It's not. Promise you. you'll see. You'll see, you keep doing it enough. Worship and praise. Worship and praise. Right. No. That's what you should be doing. Worship and praise. Worship and praise. Be a Proverbs 31 woman. How about that? We can talk. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I was reading the comments on my TikTok page. Thank you for joining my live, everybody. I appreciate it. For those who have come in and joined my live, I really, really appreciate the support. To sit here sometimes and talk about these topics for an hour or however long that I do, 30 minutes to an hour, for however long that I come on here. It ain't always easy, but I've had plenty to say. I promise you that. So, you can always... sometimes my shows are scheduled. This was an unscheduled show. Usually I am on the first and the fourth Sunday of the month. But because I wanted to talk about this Keke Palmer thing and making sure that I got how I felt about it out there, because I feel like, again, if you're in a relationship with a man, respect that man. Respect him the same way you want to be respected. Don't get mad at our men for speaking how they feel. Stop verbally abusing them. The same way you don't want to be mistreated, don't mistreat them. They have the right to speak their mind. They're not wimps. They're not punks. They're not sissies. They're not none of that if they tell you how they feel about something. Because typically we always wait till we wait for them to be angry and then they express how they feel. Then we listen. No. Let him express how he feels to you without him being angry. Because that's the only way I'm going to listen to you. Because if you start yelling and screaming at me, I just turned off. I zoned out. I'm not even listening to you no more if you screaming. But if you're talking to me calmly, we can have a conversation. Because that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be all that yelling and screaming. That's what it's supposed to be. Respect the man the same way you want to be respected. Look, if you can have conversations with somebody respectfully, doesn't matter what that conversation was, they're more likely to hear you than not. I like a calm person. I like a calm, patient man. If he's quick to go from 0 to 1,000, I can't do nothing with him, because now if a situation happened, who gonna calm him down? I gotta pray and ask God, Jesus, I'm gonna need you to come all the way down. Like, I'm gonna need you to plant your feet on these grounds to calm this black man down, because he's gone from 0 to 1,000 and I don't know what to do. Have a calm conversation. Don't wait for him to be angry. At the end of the day, when you love somebody, you treat them well. When you respect them, you treat them well. You treat them the way you want to be treated. Don't disrespect that man if you don't want to be disrespected. Don't ask him to keep his mouth closed on on how he feels about something, period. I'm not talking about a narcissistic person, and I'm not talking about a person with controlling behavior. I'm talking about a man who believes in God, who trusts God, who's put his trust in you. He put his trust. Man, I say this. When I was married, and the men tried to hit on me, first thing I would say is, I'm married. You know, the comeback was always, oh, well, he ain't here, he won't know, but I'll know. And you in his space. Don't disrespect his space, because when you disrespect him, even though he ain't standing here, you disrespect me. Period. I am an extension of him. He is an extension of me. So, with that being said, you stay over there. You stay over there, okay? I'm just saying. Like Keke says, I hate to say this. Everybody in the world is pumping you up to do the wrong thing. I'm telling you, you did the wrong thing, sis. She may never hear this, but I'm telling you, sis, you did the wrong thing. You should have respected that man. When he came on and said something, you should have had his back and said, you know what, babe? You're absolutely right. I apologize. I shouldn't have been out there like that. It'll never happen again. That's what should have been said. Y'all sitting around pumping sis up. She gonna be back single again. While y'all sitting around here in y'all's relationship somewhere or not. Because you're probably single. You probably them single miserable ladies who telling this woman who got a man. I don't know if he's a good man or a bad man. You know, I don't know. I don't know him personally. I don't know her personally. I'm just speaking on what's been seen out there on social media. You know, and I like Keke. I don't dislike her. I don't hate none of that. I like Keke Palmer. She speaks her mind. But the one thing we've never seen, somebody said, well, Keke's always been like this. I said, yeah, Keke's been like this single. Keke's now in a relationship, which means you need to behave like a woman in a relationship, baby or no baby. You need to behave like a woman in a relationship. Respect that man the same way you would have wanted him to respect you. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, this your girl, Kottyn Campbell. Y'all know my motto, peace, love, and loyalty. So before I go, you can find me on all my social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Kottyn Campbell, KOTTYNCAMPBELL. You can find me on TikTok, Kottyn Campbell, or Let's Talk About It with Kottyn and Friends. You can find me on Facebook, Kottyn Campbell. You can find me in a lot of places like that. So, this segment actually will air on Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and all iTunes, and over 60 media platforms for you to check out and listen to at your leisure. So, as this is live, the pre-recorded, if you missed the beginning of the show, if you missed any part of the show, you can always go to Spotify and listen to any of my previously recorded shows. One of my shows, I definitely talked about sex and spirituality because, you know, you got to listen to the show and find out why I feel the way that I do. But yeah, this is where you find me on social media. I'm here. I am here. I see something that says Johnny Gill is watching. I don't know if that's really Johnny Gill, but I love me some Johnny Gill. I got pictures of me and Johnny Gill, just so y'all know. Anyway, I love me some Johnny Gill. Every time somebody says, so who's your favorite? So after Johnny Gill, this is who my favorite is. After Johnny Gill, I'm still waiting on Johnny Gill to come to Vegas. So if you're the fan club page of his, tell him I need him to come to Vegas. I don't care about nobody else showing up. I need him to come back to Vegas so I can come to the concert. Anywho, let's do better by respecting our men better. Let's do better by respecting ourselves better, ladies. Okay? Anywho, I got about 8 minutes left. Did anybody have any questions or comments that they wanted to add to this before I close out this show? Because I meant to say, also on Mondays, I am on a co-host on the show Weekend Review. It airs Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we cover all of the news for the week, or whatever's going on in the news at the time or previously, or whatever. So you can always listen to that as well. Weekend Review. It's WEEKN, the letter N, Review. And you can listen to that. Also, you can listen to it on the WRJRnetwork.com. Yeah. So join us. We got Smooth Smitty, Ebony Eyes, Ron Hamilton, and myself, Kottyn Campbell, aka Kottyn Candy. the softest voice. Anyway, this is your girl Kottyn Campbell, y'all. I had to come in and talk about this Keke Palmer thing because, you know, marriages ain't lasting the way that the way that they used to. A lot of these people are just hopping from mate to mate to mate to mate to mate. You know, there are no more Ruby Dee's marriages out there like that, you know, like they used to be. We just, you know, like this. Do your best, I guess. I don't know. I don't think, but I honestly, I don't think there's a lot of the at least not the ones that are being portrayed out there anyway. They don't appear to want to be in long-term relationships. They just want to be in a long-term sexcapade, whatever sexual pleasure they can get. If it's long-term or short-term, that's what they want. That's all they care about. They don't even care about knowing your last name first. Some of them don't even care about knowing your real first name. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm going to tell you this. When the Spirit speaks, you better listen. When the Spirit speaks, you better listen. Because God is trying to tell you something. Just so you know. It's your girl, Kottyn Campbell. I got like 6 minutes left. Again, you can find me on, one of the most important things as well. All of my books are on Amazon. Why I Broke Up With God is on Amazon. You can get that there. You got to read the book. You got to read the book. It says, so Lawrence on my TikTok page says, well, what happens is they can't trust they self, so they can't trust anybody else. That is very, very true. Very true. Very good statement. That's true. And then sometimes I think it's an insecurity thing as well. So, you know, you can't be as pretty as Keke Palmer and as popular as she is and still be, you shouldn't be anyway, be insecure. I don't understand that. Text relationship T on Facebook says, text relationship is what's killing all relationships. Pick up the phone, call me like the old days. Very true. Very true. Because somebody will ask me for my number and then text me. We could have kept doing this on social media. You didn't need to get my number to do that. You didn't need to get my number to do that at all. Like, a lot of these folks on this dating app does it. I'm sorry for your loss, Chloe. I'll be praying for you. Look, we don't need to do that. So the moment somebody sends me a message says, hey, text me, they send their number or give me a number so I can text you. You don't need my number. You don't need it at all. Because you're going to get blocked as soon as you text. Because I don't want to talk to you. I don't. Hey, best friend, I don't want to talk to you at all. Because either you're a fake person, you're a person overseas, or you ain't got nothing going on. Because anybody that's trying to get to know this woman, gonna pick up the phone and call. Any person that's trying to get to know you, period, is gonna pick up the phone and call you. Anybody who cares about you is eventually gonna, even if they shoot a quick text, hey, how you doing? Eventually they're gonna pick up the phone and call, have a conversation with you, because they want to really know what's going on with you. And Lawrence also says the real deal is they aren't honest and truthful to themselves. Very great point, Lawrence. Very great point. Thank you for joining my live TikTok. Thank you for joining my live Facebook. And thank you for joining my live Instagram. I appreciate y'all so much. You have no idea. Anyway, this is your girl, Kottyn Campbell. I got 3 minutes. No, I don't even have 3 minutes left. I got 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Anybody else got any statements, comments, questions for Kottyn Campbell? Please go ahead and throw that out there real quick because, I'm going to be shutting it down in a minute. I really, y'all have no idea how much I appreciate y'all coming through on and supporting your girl. I don't go live with the show too often, but I do the show. And again, you can find me on all the over 60 media social media platforms, not social media, but you can find me over 60 media platforms, including iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. Oh my goodness, there's so many. But again, we got to stop verbally beating up our men for speaking up for themselves. Number one, we have to stop doing that. Kiki, sis, you was wrong for wearing the dress. Not so much wrong for wearing the dress. You was wrong for being all over Usher wearing the dress. Because if you had just stayed in your freaking seat, you wouldn't be having this problem. You should have stayed your butt in your seat or kept your distance from Usher. You know that man fine. Anyway, it's your girl Kottyn Campbell. Y'all know my motto: peace, love, and loyalty. God before man, spirit before flesh, and love before what? Love before hate. Thank you all for joining my live. It's one of my favorite songs.
60 seconds.
Oh, I love you guys so much. Let me just say that. Thank you for joining my live TikTok. Girl, I understand that your body needs attention, and I don't want to take away from your body's affection by being too rough. It's not enough to just be gentle, so don't want to make it hard, but it's all way too simple. Boy, understand that your body needs attention, and I want to take away all your body's aggression, but don't make too rough. I'll let me touch it soft and gentle, so don't wanna make it hard, 'cause it's all way too simple, baby. Loving you, girl, so don't you ever stop being in my world. I don't ever wanna stop loving you, boy, so don't you ever stop giving me joy.